We are going to be multiplying polynomials, so here is the first page of our notes. We are going to focus on using the box method. It helps you keep your multiplication and your products all organized so you can combine like terms easier. So let's turn to the inside. So this is binomial times binomial. So when we do this, we are going to create a box that has 2 rows and 2 columns like this. Do you remember back in, it might be biology, it might have been 7th and 8th grade, probably 8th grade, where you did the Punnett squares, your recessive and dominant genes?
7th grade science.
Was it? Okay. So this is kind of the same thing. You're going to take what's out here and combine it to put in that box. So let's do our first example. So make your box. 2 rows, 2 columns. And I like to use different colors so I can keep it organized. So if you want to do that, you can. So we're going to put this x plus 1 up top. The x is going to go above the first box or first square. And the 1 is going to go in this above the second. Then down the side is going to be represented by the x plus 2. And then we are going to multiply because multiplication is what's happening between these two. So this box helps us keep it organized. So we will do x times x to get what goes in this square. X times x. What do we do with exponents when we multiply? What is x times x? What do we do with those exponents? Add them. So this will be x squared. So this is x squared. And then 1 times x. It's just 1x or just x. X times 2 goes in this box. And then 1 times 2, it's just 2. So that is our solution, but we need to write it in simplest form. So we need to look and see, can we combine any terms? Are there any like terms?
2x and 1.
And so what I like to do is highlight them or circle them. And I'm going to combine them before I even write my solution down. So I know x squared is going to go first because I want it in greatest to least exponent order. And then I have 2x and a 1x. They're both have no sign, so that means they're positive. So that makes a 3x because I'm adding them. I'm not multiplying, I'm adding them. And then 2 can't be combined with anything, so that'd be plus 2. A way that you can check and see if you did this correctly. If they're the same, then they will have the same table and graph. Just like on our EOC review, number 4. If these are the same, then you will graph 1 in Y1 and your answer is in Y2, and they should be the same. So get your calculator out, and let's graph what they've given us, the problem, and the solution, and see if they're the exact same graph and table. If they are, then it's correct. So we're going to put in parentheses x plus 1 times x plus 2 in Y1. Then in Y2, we'll do x squared plus 3x plus 2. graph it. So I see a blue one. And then right over the top, the red one goes. So they're the exact same. I can also look at my table of values and see that for every x, the y1 and y2s are the exact same. So that means we did it correctly. Okay, let's go to the next one. X minus 4 times x plus 6. Draw your box. X minus 4 and x plus 6. What do I multiply together to get what goes in this box? What am I multiplying? X and x, what does that make? X squared. Okay, what about this one? Negative. Negative 4 times x would be negative 4x. 6 times x. And 6 times a negative 4.
No, negative 4.
Negative 24. So then, can we combine anything?
6x and negative 4.
Yeah, see how they're diagonal? Those are the ones that you can combine usually. If they're written in the same exact format, where you have an x and a constant, x and a constant, it doesn't matter if it's add or subtract, these diagonals, you'll be able to combine those. So x squared, 6x minus 4x. Would be a positive 2x and then minus 24. Okay, let's do the next one. X times x, 8 times x, negative 2 times x, and negative 2 times 8. Negative 16. Combine your like terms. X squared. I have 8x minus 2x. Yep, so plus 6x, then minus 16. The x squared and the constant don't have anything to combine with, so they go on there. But then the two diagonals, the ones with just the x, can be combined. Okay, x minus 7 and x minus 3. So x times x, x squared. Negative 7 times x, negative 7x. And negative 3 times x, negative 3x. Negative 3 times a negative 7, positive 21.
Oh.
Right? Negative times a negative? Okay, combine these. And I get x squared, negative 7x, negative 3x, negative 10x, and then plus 21. Okay, so I need for y'all to do these 4. Make sure to show your work. I'm going to pause the video. All right, so let's see how you did. So whenever you did your square, your box on this one, Anthony, what did y'all end up getting?
Oh, the answer?
Uh-huh.
X raised, or x squared plus 8x plus 15.
Yes, good job. Okay, I'm not going to show you all the square because y'all should have done that on your own. All right, Adrian, what did you get on the next one?
X squared plus x minus 72.
Good job. And if you put a 1 here, that's fine too. Okay, Hope, what about the next one?
X squared plus 2x minus 8.
Very good. Y'all agree?
Yes.
Okay, and then the last one, Jesus?
X squared minus 7x plus 6.
Good job. Y'all agree? All right, great job. All right, let's go to the next one. Next page. It says 4x plus 1 times x plus 4. What's different about this one versus the last? There's a number in front of the x. Yeah, that first number. It's called a coefficient. So let's draw our box. Okay, so we have x times 4x. So it's like saying this is a 1, right? Let's multiply coefficients first. So that'd be 4 times 1. 4. And then x times x? X squared. Yeah. And then x times 1, or 1x times 1? 4 times 4x? Then 4 times 1? 4. Okay, and we can combine these. 4x squared, 1x and 16x, 17x, and then plus 4. Okay, make your box. And let's multiply negative 2x times x. So this is a 1, so we're just multiplying 1 times a negative 2. And x times x, so x squared. Negative 2x times a negative 9.
19x.
9 times 2, yeah, 18, right. So it would be a positive, though. Negative times negative. All right, 1x times 1. And negative 9 times 1. Negative 9. Okay, so this would be negative 2x squared. 18 x and 1x. X and then the minus 9. Okay, let's do this next one. Six x plus 3, 2x minus y? That's new.
I like that.
Yeah. All right, so we need to do 2x times 6x. 12x squared. 3 times 2x. 6x times a negative y.
Negative 6x.
Yeah, just negative 6xy. We just kind of put them together. You can't combine anything. You can't add exponents because they're different variables. 3 times a negative y. Yeah. Can we combine anything?
No.
Nope. So it's just going to be written as 2x squared. Yeah, 12. Thank you. 12x squared minus 6xy plus 6x minus 3y. Next one. X minus 5, X minus 8Y. X times X, X squared. Negative 5 times X. X times a negative 8Y. Negative 8XY. And negative 8Y times a negative 5. Yep, just 40Y. No, because negative times negative is positive. All right, we are going to go to the back side, and we are going to just do squaring binomials. Yeah, at the very back, where there's not any. We're going to do 2 examples here. So let's say we have x plus 2 squared. So you have a binomial. You have 2 terms being added together and then it's squared. What does squared mean? Raised to the second, but how could I expand this out? What's being squared? The whole thing, x plus 2. So squared means we are going to multiply it times itself, right? So this is going to be x plus 2 times x plus 2. You know what a lot of people want to just do? Take the squared to the x and take the squared to the 2 and say it's x squared plus 4. But that's not right. Because the squared means it times itself. So let's do our box. And let's go ahead and just multiply. So x times x, x squared. X times 2, 2x. 2 times x, it's 2x. 2 times 2 is 4. And then combine like terms. 2x and 2x. So it's x squared plus 4x plus 4. So if you can remember that squared means it times itself, just expand it out and multiply it times itself. Okay, the last example is 2x minus 5 squared. So remember what the squared means. 2x minus 5 times 2x minus 5. So 2x times 2x, 4x squared. 2x times a negative 5. 2x times a negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 5, positive 25. Combine your like terms. So we have 4x squared. I have a negative 10x and a negative 10x. So how many x's do I have now? Negative 20x plus 25. Okay, so that is it for the notes. We'll finish these notes tomorrow. Your assignment is in Delta Math.